Imagine a world consumed by suspicion and fear, where every shadow could hide a potential threat. A world where an accusation, no matter how baseless, could mean a gruesome death for the accused. This was the terrifying reality during the witch trials, a dark and haunting chapter in human history. Millions of innocent souls, mostly women, were persecuted and subjected to unimaginable horrors. They were accused of witchcraft, often without any evidence, and met horrific fates such as burning at the stake or hanging. This essay delves into the chilling history of the witch trials, exploring the events and beliefs that fueled this madness. We will explore the social, political, and religious conditions that allowed such mass hysteria to flourish unchecked. We will examine the devastating consequences for those accused, who often had no means to defend themselves, but most importantly, we will uncover the valuable lessons we can learn from this dark period in history. By understanding the witch trials, we gain a deeper understanding of human nature and the dangers of unchecked power. We can learn to recognize and challenge injustice in our own time, ensuring that such atrocities never happen again. Join us as we journey back in time to uncover the truth behind the witch hunts and reflect on their lasting impact on society. The witch trials raged across Europe and colonial America for centuries, from the 1400s to the 1700s. These trials were not isolated incidents, but part of a widespread phenomenon that gripped entire communities and nations. This period, often referred to as the Burning Times, saw widespread panic and paranoia surrounding witchcraft. The fear of witches infiltrated every level of society, from the poorest peasants to the highest-ranking officials. Fueled by superstition, religious fervor, and social anxieties, accusations of witchcraft spread like wildfire. Religious leaders often played a significant role in stoking these fears, using sermons and public declarations to warn of the dangers of witchcraft. Often, these accusations stemmed from personal vendettas, fear of the unknown, or a desire to scapegoat individuals for societal ills. Neighbors turned against neighbors, and entire communities were torn apart by suspicion and mistrust. One of the most infamous examples is the Salem Witch Trials of 1692. This tragic episode in American history has become synonymous with the dangers of mass hysteria and the perils of a justice system run amok. In this small Massachusetts community, over 200 people were accused of witchcraft, and 20 were executed. The trials left a lasting scar on the community and serve as a grim reminder of the consequences of fear-driven justice. The Salem trials highlight the dangers of mass hysteria and the devastating consequences of unchecked accusations. They remind us of the importance of due process and the need to guard against the corrosive effects of fear and suspicion in society. Though the witch trials may seem like a distant horror, their legacy continues to resonate today, echoing through the corridors of history and into our modern world. The trials serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of intolerance, fear-mongering, and the abuse of power, which can lead to devastating consequences for innocent people. The witch hunts remind us of the importance of critical thinking, due process, and the presumption of innocence, principles that are fundamental to a just society. They caution us against succumbing to mass hysteria and persecuting the vulnerable, urging us to remain vigilant and compassionate. By studying the witch trials, we can learn to identify and challenge modern-day witch hunts, whether they target individuals based on their beliefs, ethnicity, gender identity, or any other characteristic that makes them different. This understanding helps us build a more inclusive and fair society. The witch trials represent a chilling chapter in human history. By examining the events, motivations, and consequences of this dark period, we gain valuable insights into the complexities of human nature and the fragility of justice. This exploration is just the beginning. In our next installment, we will delve deeper into the specific methods used to identify and persecute accused witches. We will uncover the chilling details of the trials and the gruesome punishments inflicted upon the convicted. Join us as we continue to unmask the darkness of the witch trials and learn from the mistakes of the past.